Hi, Davi Jenda here from at We Light Beans or at figure.8.energy on Instagram. And I'm sitting here in stillness, in peace, and feeling into the energy of the in-between. If you've been weaving in and out of these vortexes, feeling the rapid momentum and the beauty of all the things that are coming up. I've been pouring so much energy into it, and it's easy to get stuck in the productivity and wanting to keep going forward, and maybe you're even finding exhaustion and having to continuously explain things, and you just want to be with your mission and the alignment and continue it forward without having to use that extra energy to explain, to justify, to get people to understand. I'm feeling like there's a lack of patience that is coming up, and it's only because you're tired, because you've been putting so much energy into it, and we're just right around the corner. You're almost there. And when you take those moments to sit in the in-between and reflect on the beings that you've had to leave behind, it's not because you didn't care about them, not because you didn't appreciate them in those moments, but they're just not aligned with the future part of you. And it comes back to energy budget. If people are pulling from the energy reserves that you don't have to give because you're putting so much into this forward mission, and people are stuck in their cycles, right? They're stuck with the different traumas that they have to heal, and they want to replay a situation, a cycle with you, and you choose not to. Yeah, it might be painful, that person, and they might try to project on you as well. And also, you're not only doing yourself a great service by not allowing yourself to be in that energy and to subject yourself to it, you're also helping them by letting them know, hey, you don't have to be in this pattern, and it sure as heck isn't going to happen with me. So there is an alternative. Sometimes that's what people need to experience in order to even realize that they are in a world and narrative of their own creating. They are causing their own suffering by choosing to try to imprint energies on you. And when you move out of that, right, and you just accept it for what it is, whenever you have to weave back into those circles, you come back with a sense of clarity, and it's maybe the person's still stuck in their cycles and their suffering, and you're just there interacting and seeing the suffering and knowing that we all have different ways that our energies are being used, and sometimes people need to really go through those things in order for their own learning style. We can't help everyone, and sometimes that's what happens with people is when you come into this world and you feel like you have to be of service, you start out being productive and you put your energy into the workforce right away, and you're serving that entity, and then when you get to the point where you break away from it and you're serving your energy in ways that feel truly aligned with you, you can start to have your own goals. And in order to get to those goals, maybe there's a few hurdles that are in between you and that goal. And the difference between someone being able to have a dream and get to the dream quickly, and somebody who has a dream and doesn't reach the dream in the same amount of time, has to do with those willing to face those hurdles head on, not try to jump over them and then get knocked down by it, or you see them as walls and barriers. It's just okay, this is coming up, I'm going to address it right now. Dive into the reasons why it's even happening, and then allow yourself to release from that narrative and truly let it go and choose a different direction, and then keep going forward. And if there's something else that comes up, to address it right away. And that's really how you get to the goal. And sometimes when people are going through those hurdles and you think that you're going in the same direction, and maybe you are going to the same direction, but you're the one facing the things that are coming at you and the other person isn't, you know, everybody in their own time, maybe they need to see you as that role model, right? Maybe they need to see an example of someone getting through it in order to feel like they have the capacity, the ability to get through it. And so oftentimes that may mean leaving people behind and walking alone. And just know, and the message that's coming through right now is that you're not going to be alone forever. That there are other beings that have been doing the same thing, and they can meet you on that level. And also some of the beings that you thought that you left behind before, they're not always going to be there. And some of them are going to meet you there as well. You just took a different route. So, if anything, the message right now is to take a moment to breathe into stillness, into peace, to step outside of being so productive and putting so much pressure on yourself for continuing to move in the ways that you do, because you are on your way and you're going to get there in divine time. What you need to do is manage your energy and make sure that you are aligned with the services that you're giving, and that you're not allowing anyone or anything to hold you back from getting to your destination. Alright, y'all. That's all I have for today. If you like this message, if it resonated with you, like, share, subscribe. Peace.